racism and brutality, Larry Elder is not talking about it from a perspective of looking at a history book. Larry Elder is talking about it from a perspective of witnessing it. And these people on the Breakfast Club had very little respect. You don't have to be aligned with somebody in complete lockstep in order to show them a monicum of respect. And that let me shout out Larry Elder, because I know he knowingly went into that environment, and I think he knew. If I'm a betting man, he knew what he was going to be up against dealing with those jackals in that Breakfast Club, these uninformed, unintelligent, overly emotional females. And I'm talking about DJ Envy and Charlemagne from a emotional standpoint. They were all females, and then the actual female spent her time trying to gaslight him and talking to him like she was somebody who could whoop his ass. At the beginning of my stream today, I played the clip from Obsidian yesterday, from Obsidian, who people know that I don't rock with Obsidian. But that doesn't mean because I don't rock with somebody that they don't have a fair point or a fair perspective on certain things. And this one thing he talked about is how our women continue to behave and how they continue to interact with Black men and the lack of respect. The bare basic lack of respect. Obsidian talked about Donald Trump and how white women got in this. I tell people all the time. The same voting bloc that elected Barack Obama elected Donald Trump. I'm talking about suburban white women. When their men tell them to get in line, they get in line, even if they don't agree, because they feel their men know what they're talking about. But we like to sit around and practice selective outrage about issues. Not the issue, the platform that Larry Elder walked into the Breakfast Club with is something that no Black person in this country should have an objection to. If you are objective about what's going on with Black folk and Black families, how in the hell can you not sit there and go that the single most the biggest issue and all the ancillary issues with Black folks all stem from the breakdown or the dismantling of the Black family? There is a reason why I'm doing a special called The Rise and Death of the Black Family. Notice I did not say the rise and fall of the Black family, because my perspective is there is no more Black family. We killed it. You know, selective outrage. Selective outrage signifies a unique inclination to react strongly to some issues while overlooking others, you know? And for Black folk, selective outrage for us has profound consequences when we practice selective outrage. We're not going to be here long today, so I'm going to get right into this thing with Larry, the rest of the Breakfast Club. This is insanity, what I saw on the Breakfast Club. Let's get into it.
Can I just make this point, yeah, Charlemagne, please? Let's take Chinese Americans. Chinese Americans were the first ethnic group to be excluded with an Immigration Act in the late 1800s. They had riots against Chinese in L.A., in San Francisco. There were laws that prevented Chinese Americans from participating in the laundry business. I'm in California. California, of course, rounded up Japanese Americans during World War II. There were laws that prevented Japanese Americans from owning farmland. The average Japanese American household has a higher per capita income than the average white household. The average Chinese American household has a higher per capita income than the average white household. How does that happen? It happens because of a strong belief in family. It is rare for a Chinese American or a Japanese American kid to have a child outside of wedlock, and a strong belief in education and a strong belief in entrepreneurship. These are the kinds of qualities that make people successful.
You can't blame everything on having a fatherless family, right? Because
I didn't say blaming everything.
I know, but that's what you're saying. You're saying a strong community. But
no, you said that's what I just said. I didn't say that.
You talk about the Asian community. Asian community, it's easy for them to get loans.
This joker. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Let me see. How could I mean? That's DJ Envy, for those who don't know. That joker sat there and was like, how do you blame all the problems with black, and I'm paraphrasing, how do you blame all the problems with black people on fatherless homes? Larry Elder's gonna walk, I think he's gonna walk through exactly all of the issues that have come arise because there's no father in the house. One of the things he talked about yesterday is the fact that young men don't fear anybody. They don't fear their mamas. They don't fear the police. Michon did a reaction video to a Kendra G call where this woman was on there and her 8 or 9-year-old son was on there talking about how any guy gotta go through him to get to his mama's coochie. I protect that. That's mine. That's what this little 8 or 9-year-old boy was saying about his mother. This is insanity. And DJ Envy gonna get up there talking about, you can't blame it all on father. Yes, you can blame the overwhelming majority of it on fatherlessness. And I hate to use the word fatherlessness because everyone has a father.
Entrepreneurships. It's easy for them to get loans for houses. You look at our community. Okay. If you really want to talk about our community, right? You look at the schools in our community. Some of our schools are the worst, right? Would you agree with that? Yes or no?
Absolutely. Which is why one of the reasons I'm running for president is for school choice.
Also, would you say that it's in our community is systemic? It's also in our communities heavy food deserts. There's nothing but fast food places that are just killing and destroying that. Would you say that's true?
Systemic too, by the way.
Boy, you may.
I don't know if you just heard Charlemagne in the background was like, oh, that's systemic too. The food desert is systemic too. And I hate to kind of harp on Michon, but she covered that too. All of these grocery stores, those super Walmarts, all of this stuff that were set up in quote unquote black neighborhoods, and you got these gremlins and demons and Nug Jr. and Pookie Jr. and them going in there doing these smash and grabs, stealing, terrorizing the stores and the people who patronize the stores, and then turn around getting mad because the stores go, you know what? We're losing too much trying to help serve you. We have selective outrage. You pissed off at Walmart, or you pissed off at Kroger's or something like that, or the Piggly Wiggly or whatever, for packing up and leaving, but you're not pissed off at all the smash and grabs that you see.